think stream's up ready. We'll be ready to start in due time. Hello and welcome everyone to Tower Hub Talks, episode number 12, baby. Been marking the first, I think this is the first episode before it's the final season. I'm honestly really excited. It's a pleasure to be a lot to talk about. This is gonna be great. Oh my goodness. Where do I even begin? The first thing I should begin with, honestly, is the in-game events, because there is a lot of things, not just in-game events, honestly, just the updates that we've had. I mean, October on its own has provided so many things, especially on the Halloween side, and we got some really exciting news, Abby, if you don't mind. Oh my goodness, this is way too big. So let's take a let's not even take a look at the calendar for a second. Despite the fact that Halloween has started, let's take a look at some of the updates. Like, take for example just the stuff that we got for the exciting news 1.0.
All right.
The fact that we're on the road to 1.0 now, this is huge. I don't know if this means anything for anyone else. Because some people say, ooh, I'm nervous for 1.0, but I'll be honest, this is exciting. Because not only does that mean we'll get more bug fixes, more polishing, and more QOL updates, we'll actually be able to get things that are just, in general, just ways to polish off all the things that we don't like about Tower, you know? Like, having something like that's gonna be huge. I'm honestly really excited just to see what it comes up with, because that in itself is something to celebrate. And with the 1.0 goals, it's a lot of things. I mean, like localization and translation with Croden, continued fixes and support, more arcade games and updates with more boardwalk games, new game worlds such as Horror Hill, Death Run, Planet Panic. Though Planet Panic is still the least popular one, but still something that's exciting to see. Of course, new game world maps as well, for both Zombie Massacre, for Accelerate, for Mini Golf, for Ball Race, which, I'll be honest, I didn't realize there was going to be a new Ball Race map until that August 2024 survey. But finishing the arcade shooting gallery, cooking, condo pets, all of those are planned for post 1.0. So I know a lot of people have been excited and wanting to see more and more, but me personally, I'll be honest, I just want to see dedicated condos, which it seems like that might be something that's going to be post 1.0 as well. Honestly, I'm just excited because the things that don't have milestones will get milestones. A condo party system will happen as well. Colorable wearables, the workshop condo rental store, so you no longer have to go through just the main menu alone. And more Plaza Store sale events, like, because there is one that does happen around Valentine's, if I recall correctly. But there's just so much more to be excited about, and I think now, if ever, is a great time to be excited for all things in terms of Tower Unite, especially for post 1.0. Like,
speaking of the new Ball Race map, we also have the new mini golf map.
True! We do have the new mini golf map, which includes Dino Drive. I believe we got an extra look at this. I mean, just look at, I'll be honest, if I could place this dinosaur in a freaking building, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get so excited, because that means more, especially those that are like nature, like centric builders, we got more exciting things to see. And
do we get some items from them?
We do get like the skeleton, for example, that you can put, so no longer you're gonna have to use the toy fossils, like the toy dinosaur ones that's made out of wood. No, you're gonna get actual freaking bones. And on top of that, honestly, this hole is just really nice. I'm not gonna lie. What I'm hoping to see, those dino glasses. I'm hoping that if you get like maybe like a hole in one in some in some map or something, or one of the holes, you'll be able to unlock those and then actually, ooh, excuse me, actually wear those as well. Because I'm not gonna lie, those glasses go hard. Like, I feel there's a lot more coming with this map than I think has come with a lot of maps. Like, I can't think of at least in my time, because I've only been playing since 2022. I can't think of a time where we got more out of a mini golf map than we are out of Dino Drive. I think even with Nostalgia, which it did provide us with canvas materials, we didn't get those until after Nostalgia released several updates later. So it's something to be excited about.
Looks like he is having a good time.
I mean, shit, I would too. If I was already dead, skull emoji and all, and I'm sitting there bathing in lava, shit, that's not a great way to cool off, more like a great way to heat up, but either way.
You can just give a thumbs up, saying that you're fine while melting down.
True. Going full Terminator style on it, you know? Oh, that's so funny. Speaking of cool things that are also happening in the month of October, let's take a look at the rest of October, because there's a lot of things to talk about. So, as you all know, right now it's Double Tickets weekend. So we have, of course, Double Tickets in the arcade, Double Tickets in the Boardwalk. So if you haven't gotten the Wowzilla, you have...
didn't work with the first day. At
first it didn't work, but they addressed it, and I'm really glad that they addressed it and were able to do it in a quick way.
Someone addressed it. Yeah, someone complained about the ticket that said, yeah, it didn't actually count it, and I thought myself, it actually counts. What is he talking about? And then when I actually look at the number, it didn't match up.
Yeah.
The amount I'm getting. So I should have.
It's a weird issue. The Boardwalk has this issue where it's like desynced from the events. I don't know why, but to be honest, I'm not complaining. The fact that they are able to address it as soon as they can, it's enough for me, and I'm thankful for that. On top of that Double Ticket weekend, we have, of course, Accelerate 1.5 units. So if you're trying to grind out the XP like I am, this is actually a really great time to do that. And on top of that, Virus Day 1 Infection. So basically all maps that were in Gmod Tower, like Hospital, Desertion. Oh, there's one more map. I can't remember what the other one was. I know Hospital, Desertion, and I think it's not Overtime. It's not Solar. Either way, those maps will give 1.5 units. When you load up a Virus Lobby, you'll see it. And of course, 1.5. The Casino Weekend will be happening on the beginning of November. Now, what that Casino Weekend means is that if you are on a slot machine, meaning Triple Diamonds, Grand Quests, or Wheel of Money, you have a higher chance of getting a jackpot. This doesn't apply to poker. It doesn't apply to blackjack. Definitely doesn't apply to roulette, and it doesn't apply to horse racing. So, unfortunate for there, but the community events are almost just as packed, to be honest. Just looking at the community event calendar here real quick, you can see there's a lot of stuff going on as well. When, like, for example, obviously today's Tower Hub Talks, but the rest of the month is going to be Fear Fest. Cartoon Couch is going to happen on the 27th. Alexa Zodera is going to have a special Halloween edition of Prism Podcast, and Fenrir is hosting a Universal Monster Marathon, specifically on that Halloween day, alongside Bone Zone's final, I think it's the final episode outside of Bonesmith. I don't know if they're doing a holiday special this year. Either way, there's a lot of stuff happening, at least in the last end side. Oh, is that a phone call we're getting?
Wait, hold on, give me a sec.
Oh shit, we are getting a call. Okay. Hold on.
Yo,
Hello?
What's good, man?
What's good, JP? So far, we've been having a good show so far. I mean, started a little bit late, but in general, we're still moving along pace, and I've honestly been having a good time. Our events have been going really, really smoothly. I'm really happy about that.
Oh, that's good. That's good, man. Love to hear it. Hey, so I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So, where did you take the screenshot condo thing in September? I want to get my story straight real quick.
Oh, so there was a farm that we rented out that we wanted to really demonstrate the pureness of autumn.
You rented a farm?
Yes, I rented a farm. I gotta use it for the freaking autumn condo, you know? It's autumn, it's fall, and I said, why not use instead of having to build it ourselves, why not just rent out a farm that we can, take the picture in? I thought it'd be something simple like that.
Oh, interesting. you saw the water tower, but yeah, that
Jibba who?
that right there is owned by the Pork Family Farm. Now, the reason why we had to move out of the farm, at least why Jebediah had to move out of the farm, was because, well, my music took off too well. You know, I mean, y'all did such a great job in promoting my work. I ended up having to get Grandpa Jebediah out. You know, Jebediah Pork don't like to have to use the family shotgun, you know, but you know how it be. When the fans want more, they'll get as much pork as they can get, you hear?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, here's the question then. Since I actually took the Thanksgiving when I had Thanksgiving growing up, I would always have it on like a family farm, and we'd always have like a barn that we'd always take a photo in every year. Is that something we could do? Could we use that farm again and then take a photo there like that for the screenshot condo?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're not using the farm anymore. As long as you're not, you know, trashing the place up, it should be fine. It don't matter if you
Yeah,
use the farm
failure.
for a photo. I mean, shit, we used to take family photos in the barn all the time. Though I don't think we have any of those family photos anymore due to, you know, fans keep trying to break in the house and get any piece of me that they have. But, you know, uh, it's definitely something you totally could do if you want.
Yeah, honestly, it's just something that would probably make it easier. I just thought it might as well get something like that going on. Especially since it'd help us kick off the November events a little bit better, and that way I'm having to not stress out as much as I normally would.
Hey, speaking of events, what's going on in November? I'm sure there's a lot going on, especially since it's Thanksgiving and stuff like that.
You know what? That's a great point. Well, first of all, let me go over and pull up our posters that we have so far. So, what,
Again?
what,
Alright.
yeah, you know the one, the screenshot one. That's the poster. The poster, Abby. Sorry about that, JP's having a little bit of a struggle here. So, yeah, of course, first of all, we got the Screenshot Contest Speed Build Challenge, where anybody can enter as long as you build one, as long as you enter, you should have a chance for winning 1 million units, and the top 5 people actually end up getting on the team. It's pretty exciting.
Question on that speed build thing. So how does it work? I'm not gonna enter, but I'm kind of curious. How are you gonna do this? You know, there's a lot of liabilities and a lot of risk with all that stuff too. What's your plan for that? How does it work?
So that's honestly a great question. That's honestly a really good question. So the way that we're gonna do it is that everybody can choose one of 3 things to build. There's the pre-show area, there's the screenshot area, and of course there's like a hangout after party area. You can build one of the 3 things. It doesn't matter which one you choose, and of course you have to choose one of the 11 themes or a special 12th one.
So they have one out of 11 themes they can pick from, but what are the themes?
And that's a great question. That's honestly a great question. The 11 themes are, and in order, January being Lunar New Year, February being the Valentine's Day, March being Lucky Day, or more like St. Patrick's Day. Of course, you have April, which is a combination of anniversary and Easter. May is going to be spring. June is going to be Pride Month. July is going to be summer. September is autumn. October is Halloween. November is Thanksgiving. And finally, December is winter/holidays.
Wait a second. You said there's 11 themes. So what's the 12th one? Because I know you mentioned, you know, it's 12 months in a year. So
Mm-hmm.
what's the 12th theme? Is
So,
there a 12th theme? Like, what's going on?
yeah, so the way that we do the 12th theme is that it's a wild card. Every year, that theme is different. So you can choose whatever you want for that August theme. I don't I don't really care what it is as long as it fits within the scope of the Tower Unite rules, anything goes. Last year in 2023 we did space. In 2024 we did music. So anything can really go, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what people would pick for that, to be honest.
Okay. This sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Have you had a lot of people sign signups so far, or what's going on there?
So surprisingly, no. We don't even have up to 5 people. So honestly, we might be in a weird position overall. So yeah, we haven't had a lot of people sign up in general, but signups are open and they do close later next Saturday on the 2nd.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of surprised too. I mean, it sounds like you're putting 1,000,000 units on the line. That's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money compared to me, but you know, it's still a lot of money for somebody,
Poser.
and it helps just a long way, especially if they do like building as well. I mean, if you're here, I don't know if I'm on speaker, but if you're listening, I definitely think you should at least give it a shot. Because the worst that happens is that you don't get on the team and you don't get 1,000,000 units. But even then, that's just an average day on Tower Unite. You know, you don't just suddenly stay poor or something. I mean, that's just not a thing unless you're a gambler, which I feel bad for you if you are.
Yeah, like it kind of stinks, but they have 72 hours up to build, so they'll have a full Friday, Saturday, Sunday being able to just build on their own and using on top of all the resources that I have. And if they need items from me, obviously they can use said items. But I don't know. It is what it is so far. But I'm hoping that we get more entrants in general. But that's pretty much it for the speed build. The date hasn't been announced, but we're probably going to do it sometime before the screenshot condo. I know that much for sure.
Nah, it ain't no way. Someone's getting married? Dude, that's awesome. That's sick. So they got like a reception and everything? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, actually, I didn't mention this a little bit early. You did catch me a bit off guard on this one, but yes, we do have a wedding that's happening in Tower Unite. Actually, this is one of my friends. One of the people that was there for the Kiko's funeral has actually recently got married, and they decided to have their reception and all available in Tower Unite. Honestly, I'm excited. That will be, oh my goodness, I don't remember the date off the top of my head. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at my calendar real quick. I'm gonna pull this up here. Oh my goodness, there's so many events. Oh good heavens. There's so many. This will be on the 2nd as well. So right at the same day that the signups close, it'll be on the 2nd at 5:00 p.m. Eastern. There'll be a wedding reception hosted by Ruko, and of course, I think it's his husband. I don't know genders, but it's an exciting thing to happen. And that's just a start for the month, to be honest.
All right, starting a month off strong. What else we got?
Well, of course, right after that, we have Anime Sundays having a special event. Fear Fest is still going on right now, but Anime Sunday is going to be happening on November 10th on that Sunday. With Nishijo, Horiyama, and of course Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid happening, both on November 10th. I'm not going to lie, I need to watch the 2nd season of Dragon Maid, so this all works out for me. And alongside with that, we have Sundays November 24th, Anime Sunday, specifically with Lucky Star, K-On!, and Psyche K. And on top of that, we've got, of course, Lego Mania, brought to you by Outspoke, November 14th and November 17th. That's just a weekend, is it not? I'm pretty sure that's just a weekend. It might start on a weekday, but let me double check. I'm pretty sure November 14th is a week. No, it is, yeah, it starts on a Thursday. I was right. So yeah, that'll range from a Thursday to a Sunday in the Flashback Cinema Condo. And they have a special contest where if you enter for a chance to win a custom player model, and available in their Flashback Discord, so you can join in for that. And yeah, of course, we got Fenris Friday film, having with Iron Claw, Goodwill Hunting, Dead Poet Society, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. By the way, that's a really good movie. I haven't seen it, but there is one clip that I take every single time, and I take that to heart. Specifically on Being the Real article. What you see is what you get. But the Holdovers as well. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I never say that movie's name right, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff happening in November. I'm honestly really excited. It's a lot of cool stuff.
Speaking of Fenris.
Yes, that is true. I did mention earlier that we do have Universal Monster. Fenrir does have the Universal Studios Monster Movie Marathon, which does happen on Halloween night. I'm not sure if this clashes with Bone Zone at all, but I do know that it does happen on the same day. But
yeah, it
yeah.
does.
Also because
it's gonna be till 5 to midnight, so yeah.
You also gotta update the poster. It says 5 p.m. to 12 p.m. But I don't know how you noticed it now.
Maybe you should drink less.
True.
That huge bottle.
Maybe I
You know
should
what?
do more. Hold on.
Where is it? Fucking. Where's my
Jeez.
crosshair? I'm too short. I think I'm short.
Jeez. Anyway, we also got one more.
Yes, we do. Of course, we have Prism. I did mention Prism Podcast having their Halloween special on the 30th. It'll be on the day before Lich's event, on the day before Fenrir's event. So it should be the only event happening outside of Bonnie Diane's karaoke nights. So it's honestly some exciting stuff. It is some really exciting stuff.
Well, either way, it sounds like you've got a very busy month ahead of you. I'm excited. Hey, I'll let you go. It seems like you got a rest of a show to do. Thank you so much for answering my call. You know, I'm always busy, but I try to make time for you, especially around this time of the month.
Yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is. I'm always happy to answer your calls too, because you've been a huge part of the show and huge part of the Screenshot Condo as well. I appreciate it a lot.
Alrighty. Hey, stay porky and pork up. I gotta get out of here, though. I'll catch you later, man.
Absolutely. Happy Halloween.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that's a holiday. Either way. Happy Halloween, I guess. Later.
And there we go. And there goes John Pork. God, I love that man. He's been a huge help to the show. Always providing some insight and always really being a helpful guy in general. Speaking of things that are nice in general, I think it's that time again.
Oh, you mean?
Yep, I sure do. This is my favorite part of the show. You know, in a world with all the bad news and all this terrible nonsense happening to everybody in their lives, I kind of want to just change it up a bit. I always like having the section, we call this the Tower of Triumphs. I always love talking about people's W's and people's general wins that they've had in the month, whether it be from this month or from last month, whatever the case may be. I'm just excited. So the floor is now yours, actually. I'm curious to see what all of you have to say. What interesting things have happened to you, and more importantly, just any cool W's that you've had this week at all, or this month, I should say. The mic is upstage, so if you want to speak into voice chat, just make sure you stand in front of the mic and make sure you're on in like a little queue, you know, like kind of like lining up for like a park or something. And yeah, I mean, I could start just to begin with. I got to bully my partner. By that I mean I really got to put all 5 I got to put 5 of his favorite people in the 5 of my favorite of my spouse's favorite people in the same room. I also got my pins replaced because originally they got lost in transit, but I got my Tower Unite pins. I got the Kalera plushie. I gave it over to my spouse and made them cry, and it was great. I've had a great time. Plus, I got to meet up with one of my friends in real life after I've known them for 2.5 years on Tower. I met them when I first was new, and we got to go out. I got to shoot guns with them. It was my first time doing that, and I had a good time. And yeah, I was really excited. We got some Italian later, and yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I saw that.
yeah, it was fun. I mean, I've never held a gun in my life before, but I will say it was fun to do. Would I do it by myself? Absolutely not. But it was great. And the only person I think I would go shooting guns with again is probably my oldest brother, because I know that's what he wants to do.
Did you have like bad taste with the guns? And it got
No,
bad,
it's just
or-
it's like if it's in an indoor range, like I just get overwhelmed, you know, like I get overstimulated and stuff because it's just loud and the sound is bouncing around.
Don't you have like soundproofed like headphone?
That doesn't mean even with the earmuffs, because if I didn't have the earmuffs I would lose my hearing. It still overwhelms me personally. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm
Yeah, I think,
neurodivergent.
Abby, it's a giant concrete box.
Yeah. Like, it's basically a giant, it was brick, not even concrete, so it was even more, the sounds were bouncing a little bit more, so it didn't feel great. So if it was an outdoor range, I would definitely do it again. and I'll be honest, I just had fun. I just had fun in general. It was a good time,
how-
but I wouldn't do it by myself though.
So if you shoot the gun, like, you always get like a small knockback with the gun.
Yeah, there was
Does
some
it,
recoil.
Like, hurt?
No, the
Yeah,
recoil
that's-
the recoil doesn't hurt. Let me clarify. The recoil doesn't hurt. It's just like I had to like work my way up because like I started with the handguns because I've never shot a gun before, so I had to prepare for them. And after you get used to it, like you get the recoil of the handguns and stuff like that, you understand how much you need to do. The problem for me is like lifting the assault rifles was the hardest part. I can't I can't lift for shit.
You know, I heard like I think it was the magnums, especially the 50 cal magnums. They pack a punch, especially on your hands.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see you holding one and then fire one.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the first time you might get like you're gonna feel it, but the second time it's gonna hurt your arm.
Probably.
I've seen videos about some people hating the gun, others are like loving it because the bigger the guns, the I don't know, they're just like big guns, and they say it's a nightmare to use it because if you use it for like home defense, you better pray to land your shot because after a couple of shots, you're gonna hate the Magnum.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Again, I'm not much of a gun fan myself, but I do have my brother who is, so I probably would just figure out whatever he wants me to shoot, and then we'll work from there. But other than that, I mean, I guess that's enough about me. We got someone on the mic. Fenrir, what's your win for the month? You tell me.
Well, it's not really a win. It's not or a triumph. But my birthday is in 2 days. So
Damn.
Oh shit! Happy birthday! We love that. Fucking round of applause for that.
How old are you gonna turn?
22.
22, the baby. Round of applause. Round of applause. I love that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo! Very incredible. Incredible. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. That's your present. You live longer.
True.
Oh no. An inch closer to death.
Trust me, it's gonna go downhill after 25. Actually, no, it's not.
It's not that bad.
No, if you
After
do
18,
enough,
but you know.
if you work out enough, then you're gonna be fine. Trust me.
Well,
Oh yeah.
well, as my husband says, if you're old enough to remember the Animaniacs, you're old enough to start stretching your body. So, keep that in mind.
If you remember what?
I remember the reruns of Animaniacs.
No, if you know that theme song, there's a good chance you probably need to start stretching your body.
Damn.
Yeah. Original Animaniacs is where it's at. True. I agree.
I don't even know what Animaniacs are.
To be fair, you're like, I don't think they had Animaniacs where you're from.
Alright, then it's fine.
All right. So, Abby, what's your triumph for the month?
Speaking of workout, it's not much of a W, but I finally got the weighted vest, which I wanted to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's specially used for... I'm especially using it for two things. One is for push-ups, and two, it's for rocking. Which is just like taking a walk, but with like taking more weight within you than you actually have.
That's so cool, though. I mean, the fact that you're challenging yourself, you get the weighted vest and everything. I think that's something to be proud of. You know what? I don't have my fucking buttons. I do have them. I can't press them. I can't press them right now because I don't know why. Target night moment. But no, that's awesome. I love that.
So there's one thing that I can tell you about rocking with like with weights. You also can use like you don't have to buy the vest itself. But I bought the vest with the maximum of 20 kilograms, which I don't know how much is it in your
Oh, in
country,
Imperial
America?
units?
Yeah, but 20 kilo isn't like
You said 25 kilos?
no, it's 20 kilos.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, so 20 kilograms in pounds is 44 pounds. It's like 44.092.
Jeez. Yeah, it's more than than the double.
Yeah, that's a pretty expensive. That's a pretty heavy vest. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I would fall to the floor if I wore that.
No, I did. No, you don't. First thing, you don't even you shouldn't even use like the maximum amount. I started. I think it was each weight was 1.2 kilogram, which means I put in 4.8, which is almost 5 kilogram, and it feels like nothing. Like even for you, it should be like you should feel something.
It's like
especially
11
on your-
pounds. Yeah.
and it should feel it should first feel your shoulders at first and the back, but also it later on it just feels more heavy the longer you walk. Even with almost 5 kilograms, which is like almost nothing. I went outside with a shirt and with a like with a with a like a small jacket. So it doesn't when it starts to rain, then it doesn't come up. Then it doesn't get like wet if a rain starts. Anyway, I was for me I was like it felt like I was in the summer. I was sweating like crazy. It was
Oh, I
so
can
warm.
imagine. I can imagine.
But the best thing is you lose weight for it. So it's actually worth it. You just have to be careful that you don't put more. Like you should be careful not to eat more than you probably should have.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But then I challenged myself even more and I put the double amount in it. So it's like I think it was 10.6 kilogram instead of 10.6. So I doubled the amount, and so I had 5 kilogram, and I think I walked over an hour. With the 10.6 kilogram, I walked 40 minutes, and it was challenging. But later on, I could feel my shoulders are hurting, and my back started to feel like that my back's like getting heavier and heavier.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I was, yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, it took a little to realize that it's starting to hurt, but it wasn't like anything major than that. So I shouldn't have walked like I think it was 40 minutes, or I think it was like 50 minutes. Anyway, after that, when I put the vest off and I started to sit, later on, my my legs, I couldn't even feel much of my legs because they have been overworked. So
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
there's so much by just walking with more weight than it usually is. So it's like rocking is really really fun, and it's also very challenging if you put the amount of the weight in that you can hold.
Yeah.
You shouldn't hold more than anything. I would start very small, and then I would go up. But I did it. I didn't die. I didn't like my back didn't hurt. Anything went fine.
Well, that's what matters. The fact that you're here today to talk about it shows that you're not completely dead. So, you know what? Round of applause for that. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
By the way, if anyone wants to do the same thing, you can also use like a bag and put some weight in it. You just have to make sure that you put also like clothes in it so it balances out the what's it called? So it doesn't go back to like it doesn't hold your back more, or it doesn't take more strength from your back than your whole body. So that's like the alternative if you want to do rocking on the budget.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Let's see. Hold on. I know someone has a really big W today. Da! Doc Fortuna! I know you got a W. I know you have a W. Do you want to share it with the with the people today? Yes, you. You. I know you have a W. Do you want to? You don't have to. I just want to know if you want to share it, because you have good things to share, and I think it's something to celebrate. You don't have to. I'm just putting him on the spot because I'm curious. Maybe in a bit. Okay. Oh man. Oh man.
But he's trying to get ready. Should we? I got a different idea.
What's your idea?
Instead of W's, should we get, since this month it's all about the spookiness and all the other stuff. Why don't we talk about like what's the scariest thing that happened? Like it doesn't have to be like your biggest fears, but we can talk about like something that scared you a lot. Or maybe having a nightmare or something. That could be like one thing that we could talk about.
Oh God. We're gonna talk about nightmares. I have one. God. Oh my God. I had a nightmare. One of them was really grotesque. I'm not gonna share that one. I had another nightmare where like I woke up, or like it was like it was like a Saturday. I wake up, and I'm comfortable. I'm relaxed, and I said, "Wow, that was the best sleep I've ever had." And I checked my phone. It's like October 12th. So this was like for the October condo. So it's October 12th, and I woke up at like 12:30. I thought I woke up at 12:30. I bolted on my computer and I realized how fucking late I was. The nightmare was just that almost was real. That was almost very real. I'm gonna tell you that much. That was almost very real. I woke up at 10 o'clock and I had to delay the show by like I think 10-15 minutes. I was like, oh good heavens, I need to get ready. Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna lie, I had similar nightmares such as this, like getting late for studying, for work, anything like that.
Yeah.
That is like the most common thing from a nightmare.
I had a nightmare.
What was your nightmare, Federer?
I had a nightmare
Anxiety
where I woke
dreams.
Up.
That's true.
You had
I
a
had a nightmare
Anyway.
where I woke up
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a normal day. But something deep inside me felt sinking, felt cold. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't. So I went to the kitchen. I grabbed my box of Fruity Pebbles. If you're a Choco Pebbles person, get out of here. I don't know.
Jesus.
That's
Either
crazy.
way, I grabbed my box of Fruity Pebbles. I went over. I grabbed my favorite bowl. I poured the Fruity Pebbles into the bowl.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The darkness was lifting. I had Fruity Pebbles. I was safe. I was happy. The world was right. Well, then I opened up the fridge, and I had no milk. I was milkless.
Oh God. Well, dry cereal isn't bad.
I mean,
It's not the worst.
I do that.
I'm not eating a full bowl of Fruity Pebbles without eating no milk.
What? Unbelievable.
For us it's normal, for some it's a nightmare.
See, Aura's got a point. You could have made some Fruity Pebble baked goods. That's true.
Do I look like a baker to you?
That's true. You're a cook. All right, Abby. What's the spookiest thing you've run into? Or a nightmare you had?
So it's not the most common nightmare that I have nowadays. It was like from, let's just say, over 10 years ago, like when I was way younger.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was like 15 or something when I had this dream.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually pretty simple. So I was living in my old apartment with my family, and we had like a party, like some guests came in, they have a talk, and it was like, you know what, it's fine. I just walked through from room to room, see what everyone is up. So I went from the living room towards the balcony, and when I just turned up, like I just wanted to go back from the balcony back to the room.
Goodbye.
I just suddenly saw a nightmarish creature running towards me, starting to scream, opening its mouth. Like, these scary trash
Yeah,
horror
yeah,
games that have like huge creatures or something. It was like way before it became because I think it was before mainstream, or before it got popular. I had dreams like this, like I think 2 or 3 times, which was interesting. I never had such dreams as this. Usually I I don't know, some very simple ones, but this dream, I can't remember it like to this day. It was just this creature just crawling really fast towards me and just started to scream, and I just like woke up. I didn't scream, I didn't even get scared. I was just like, whoa.
Asshole.
That was a
Fuck,
yeah,
sorry.
well,
I
I knew you were gonna say
I
that.
couldn't
At least
help it.
one-
I couldn't
one
help
of-
it.
one of you guys gonna say
It
that.
was
Yeah.
Brian Griffin all along.
It was Brian. Yeah, it was MK all along. It was way before Toy Night came up. But yeah, I wasn't. I think you could say it was jump scared. I just woke up and like with open eyes. I didn't. Scream,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even I didn't even flinch. I was like, huh. That was really interesting. I never had dreams like this. Never. Usually I have like dreams of me like failing an important test, or like being late towards work, or towards being late to work or to any schools. But this dream was something special. I never had something like that. It was interesting.
I always had to used to have weird dreams of like me going to school, but forgetting to wear like shoes.
Oh, I
pants.
forgot. Oh, I had another dream which actually made me a little bit of jump. Germany has like it doesn't have like as much, or like close to none, for school shootings, and I don't want to bring that topic up.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna
I-
say I don't know if I want to hear this. I'm not gonna lie.
I just had like a dream where someone screamed and just was like a gun. I just heard a gunshot. That's it. Like it was something strange that I thought it was real. Like dreams that you think it's real, and then suddenly you wake up. That made me jump.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's.
Yeah, but that's it.
You don't know true fear until you're pantless in public.
I can't make a comment on this one.
In
I can't make a comment on that one.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't talk about it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna circle around. We're gonna talk about positive things. Just to wrap it up, just make sure we got any W's, because there are some new people in the audience today. I want to see if we have any W's to wrap it up, or if I have to go be like, you should tell your thing. I don't have my sound pad open. Damn it! I can't Vine Boom off rip
You should tell your W's
now. Yeah,
I got an L. My bottle of whiskey's empty.
it's unfortunate.
You shouldn't drink it all at once.
Fair.
It's kind of supposed to pace yourself, you know.
Yeah, I'll come prepare next time.
I've been pacing myself for the last 5 months.
Skill diff?
Liar. He's a liar.
Have I not had this bottle of whiskey for the last 5 episodes?
I don't know. I don't pay
Alright.
attention to the production, but you know what?
Do we have any good W's?
I'm sure we have some. I know, unless I gotta be like, Doc, you should tell me your W's now. Cause you got some exciting ones. You do. Damn. Like, Doc's AFK. This is so over.
How's the coin hunting going for everyone?
Actually, you know what? That's a good question. How is the coin hunting going for people? 0 coins and counting. Taking so long. Mine W DOS
yeah.
rejoin, for I possess a new champion, a gentle
Okay.
bunny. You have a bunny. Oh my goodness. Have you shared pictures of your bunny, Ahem? Like, there's no way. Have you shared pictures of the bunny? Nay, you should. Bunnies are adorable, and you know what? That's huge. We love having a little bunny, you know?
They're very emotional.
Shit, just like me, for real, for real.
Like, if you don't give them enough attention, they're gonna start being like jerks towards you and won't like.
A bunny's
say
just
they
a
want-
glorified cat in my book. That's just the way I look at it. It's just like a cat, but more needy, you know?
Yeah.
It's a grass cat. True!
Crest type cat.
It's a grass type cat. It's fucking... What's that?
What is a
It's a
bunny but a
sprigatito.
jumpy cat?
Yeah, honestly, a bunny is just a jumpy cat, to be honest. Oh man, this is a good episode.
But yeah, I gotta say this about the coins. It's seriously taking a bit too long, especially with the amount of coins that you need. I think I counted like over 400 coins that you need in
Yes,
order to get all the new items, not everything else, just the new items. And some of them are just like, yeah, I mean, some of us have like the profile, what's it called? The profile background, I think, or the profile,
either way, I know what you're talking about. The
yeah,
banner.
the
Yeah, the
profile banner.
banners.
And I'm almost got all of them. I just need like 40 more coins, and I have to buy all of the Halloween items, which cost 8 coins. The best way, of course, is just like milk tossing, especially with the arcade, with the double ticket. If you need like the Vuvuzela or just want to keep up the keep up the tickets, then milk toss is, I think, the best method to farm up the tickets.
I think the way you gotta look at it is that like Tower Unite was never designed for people to get everything in the game. At least that's what the way they've said it before. So even if it's taking a long time, you just gotta understand that like it wasn't designed necessarily to take that long. So,
Yeah, but you
Why
know,
don't we
yeah.
ask the audience what their feelings are on the new Halloween items, though?
I'll be honest, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited with the new items. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about the new items? Because there's a lot of new stuff.
Are they cool? Is the pricing right? Do you think it needs to be lowered? What's your all's opinions?
I'm spooky broke. You know what? I feel that. I feel that. But no, I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think personally? I personally think there's a lot of
there
things
we
that
go.
are right on point, but there are some things that are definitely just that could be adjusted, like slightly to set down. Grand pipe
Yeah, I
organ
mean,
does possess. Yeah, I agree. I do think it's cool that they have like a spookier version of it, but having the non-spooky version being stored is a good thing. Avi, what were you saying?
Yeah, the flying broom is actually,
I think the best item this year.
Yeah,
yeah. So I think they might add more that have like something to fly around the plaza. Some issues are like just the collision, but I think if people are like sick of the collision or something, or
cut out.
In my personal opinion, I think it was kind of cool that they soft dropped the radio station feature.
Yeah, so being able to have like radio stations and stuff is really cool. I'm honestly like really excited because it gives me ideas that I want to do for the talk show and things that I want to do for Tower Unite in general. So that way you can always have things like, like constant Tower Unite music playing on a radio station, have some advertisements be like things for community events, things like, I don't know, like Bone Zone, like this talk show, the Screenshot Condo, stuff like that. And I think that's like a great opportunity in general, and I think that in itself is something that's to be looked forward to, if anything at all.
I think the profile thing is also a good idea for people who just like want to have something unique for themselves.
Yeah.
Like even the simple color is actually pretty unique, and I hope they add more than that. I think it's fairly easy to add them. Like let's just say if you want to have a milestone, it's a great opportunity to add like more milestone like items from milestone. Let's just say 1.25 million XP if they like want to be more, or if they are more active to like trying to get the, let's just say, the mini golf mini profile or something like that.
Why not make it
That
like
could be-
map specific instead? Like let's
Oh,
say
maps,
let's
yeah.
say they get underneath
That-
par or something, then they can get the banner for that map.
Could be an achievement, something.
Yeah,
like
just
that,
tie
yeah.
it to an achievement. I think that'd be easier.
I will say, and I think the audience is gonna skin me for this opinion. I do not like the head crabs.
What?
I
Yeah.
do not like the head crabs.
The customization and the other
Sorry, I had to do that.
yeah, but
You cutting out,
it's
Abby?
always, yeah, I think I got cut out. I just want to say, like, it's always like Google Rand said, it's always a good plus like having more options for optimizations for yourself. And I hope that they can like add more stuff for like, let's just say, to unlock something or something specific if they like something. And I hope they add like a toucan mini profile so I can use it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But just
I
me.
hope they had a wolf.
We should. You know what? No, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Keep any negative comments to yourself. I don't want to hear shit. Anyway, gamers, I think that's about it. I mean, it seems like we got all the W's in. Hold on. Oop. Is that someone going to the mic I see? Or are we just... No?
Did we get the biggest W yet?
Just jumping? Okay.
I'm the biggest dub.
Drifter! What's your W for the month? Seems like you got something for us. What you got? You should be able to use mic.
Wait, hold on.
Is it muted?
It's a Tower Unite thing. Let's see. Can you?
Okay, hello.
Yeah, there you go. You're
Yeah.
good.
It's a Tower Unite moment for that.
Alright, I got 3 little dubs.
Alright. W1.
Alright, 1.
Mhm.
W1. This is another advertisement going out to all the homeboys. If you have not played Silent Hill 2, that game is definitely a W. That is the
Huge.
first W. Oh, brother.
Can I
It's
tell
the
about the
best.
Silent Hill? Can I tell about the Silent Hill 2 remake? I agree with this because the animations, the voice acting and stuff, they are really well done. My friend
And from
had
what
this
I've
game.
seen, the map is 1-to-1 with the original.
Yeah, it's of course it's a remake. They added like a couple more stuff. I'm not gonna like spoil anything if someone wants to play this game. If someone never had played Silent Hill 2 and that's like a great opportunity. Like it is a great game, especially with the especially with the characters. They're
Absolute W game.
They are well made done. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, second W though, I got shown some cool new music, and it was some cool, what was it called? Post-punk. If you have not heard of that genre, it's kind of rad. I would definitely say look it up. Third W, I found my motivation, dude. You know how nice that feels?
Dude, getting your motivation is it's always the hardest thing, especially if it comes to Tower Unite. I think for me, the biggest thing that I always struggled with, especially when in my early years, and even in 2023 when I was playing Tower Unite, is I didn't really have a big motivator. I was just doing things for the sake of doing things, and I was less intentional with my time. So being able to get that motivator is just a huge thing. So honestly, huge props to you for being able to find it.
Yes.
I kind of
would
want to
like
ask
to
what it is,
share
yeah.
a cool little quote that my friend shared with me one time.
Yeah, go for it.
Imagine both of you are on a sailboat, right? You can change course at any time, right? And it could be the slightest change possible. But if your friend keeps sailing in one direction and you make the slightest of pivots, 100 miles down the line, 2 days, 3 years, you will be in wildly different spots. It takes a small change to find your motivation. Get motivated, y'all. Make more ball race maps, please, though.
That's true. I love that. I love that.
You know what? That too.
Yeah. If anyone has not played the Boardwalk or Downtown ball race map, that map bangs. Whoever made it, I love you.
Huge.
There are 2 people who are really proud of it. Motivation, and 2 is the rest of us.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's real true. I mean, all of this happens because of all you people, the people who show up, the people who come out, and I would say it's the motivation and the people that really help me keep coming back. And I'm honestly really thankful for everybody, even for those that do come to the show or those that come over and watch via the streams. It's something to be thankful for, and I'm always gonna talk about it every single time. And shout outs to my mom. My mom's the one who always watches me do all this stuff, and I love her. I love her to death. She's awesome. And
Let's go, Mom.
let's go.
Let's go, Mom.
You know what?
Yeah, I love that. Every screenshot con that we do, every talk show we do, I always tell her, like, hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this again. and here's the picture, and it's cool. Like, I'm excited every single time. It's pretty amazing. Shoutouts to your mom. Shoutouts to my mom. Shoutouts to everybody.
W moms in chat.
W moms in chat. Honestly. I think that's it. I think that's all I have. Drifter, you have anything else for us?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of something that's like super cool and inspirational, but honestly, just buy Silent Hill 2, dog. Like just buy Silent Hill 2. It's you can't have a bad time. You can't have a bad time. Good for the spooky season. That's all I got though.
Yeah.
Nothing really much else going on in the head.
Well, thank you again, Drifter. I appreciate it a
Man.
lot.
Cold. It's feeling like fall now, and we got spooky now. Woo.
Well, folks, if we don't have any more W's, I believe that is it for today's episode. Join us again next month on the 23rd. I'm going to double check myself before I say something wrong. It is the 23rd. I am still right. I actually remember my own schedules, shockingly enough. 23rd of November. Same time, same place. Will I have tech issues? Maybe. I don't know. But we'll find out next time. So if this is your first time, welcome again to Tower Hub Talks. I hope to see you all again. And thank you guys, everybody. I'm Kirby Rock. Yow!